Ultrasabers commonly features lightsabers as freebie items during different sales and raffles that they run on their website. So let's go over the 3 common types of lightsabers that Ultrasabers will offer as freebie items. So first of all, the way that you qualify for these free lightsabers is you spend a certain amount of money. Now they have different pricing tiers depending on the promotion. Typically you'll need to spend at least like $500 or so before you qualify for a single free lightsaber. So keep that in mind. Usually it's a little bit of a steep price. Sometimes it's even higher than that. But anyway, let's go over this a little more specifically. So usually if Ultrasabers offers free lightsabers, one of the lowest value ones they'll offer is called a free random initiate. So here's an example of that over here. This is a Dark Initiate V2. I received this as a free random initiate. I have noticed that recently when I've made orders where I've gotten a free random initiate, it will typically be a V2 hilt. So that's been my own experience. I don't know, maybe you've gotten some of the other styles as well. And no matter the model of the initiate that you get, it will come with a 24-inch blade. So when you receive it as a free random initiate, it will come with that 24-inch blade. There's no option to get a different blade for that. Now next up is Bag Saber. So sometimes, Ultrasabers will move up a step. If you spend a little bit more money, you might qualify for a Bag Saber. So a Bag Saber is a no-sound saber. It will typically be valued at maybe $100 or lower. It'll be kind of the basic sabers that Ultrasabers sells. But it will come with a full-length blade. It'll be a mid-grade blade typically. I think there have been some times where I've received an Ultra Edge mid-grade and other times that I've received just, the kind of foil-looking standard blade. But at any rate, it will come with a full-length blade and you'll get, kind of a Bag Saber that will probably be valued at least around $70 or so, probably somewhere between $70 and $100. Now finally, the last typical freebie item, as a lightsaber anyway, that Ultrasabers will offer will be a mystery box saber, which is very similar to a Bag Saber, but there are some differences. So a mystery box saber could be a sound saber, although usually, if it's one of these freebie items, it's most likely you'll receive one without sound, so it's most likely you'll receive some type of hilt model similar to what you'd receive as a Bag Saber. So probably something worth around $75, maybe $100 or so. In some rare cases, it might be worth more than that. But same thing with the Bag Saber, it will come with a full-length blade. Now with mystery box sabers, they're packaged a little differently, so it'll be wrapped in kind of like this brown paper, and the blade will also be separate. Whereas if you get a Bag Saber, the blade will be attached to the lightsaber. You'll just receive it that way. So those are kind of the 3 typical freebie items, free lightsabers at any rate, you could get from Ultrasabers. Usually you need to spend quite a bit of money. Usually you need to spend maybe $500, maybe $1,000, sometimes more. And not all promotions will include all 3 of the freebie items as options too. So for example, right now Ultrasabers has a promotion that only includes a Bag Saber and a mystery box saber as a freebie item. So that's just as of the recording of this video. And sometimes they'll have these other odd kind of lightsabers that they'll offer too as freebie items. For example, over Halloween, they offered something called a Franken-Saber, which I hadn't seen before, but it's kind of this supposedly like cobbled together lightsaber, so it would have kind of different pommels and different emitters, so it's not necessarily a specific hilt model. It'll have different components mixed together, like Frankenstein, so it's a Franken-Saber. But that was a really kind of rare occasion. Typically, it'll just be an Initiate Saber, a Bag Saber, a Mystery Box Saber, or just some combination of the 3. But to qualify for any of those, you usually need to spend a fair amount of money. At any rate, that's kind of a look at some of the freebie sabers that are offered by Ultrasabers.